Cancer, what's going on? It's Robin here with AriesFireTarot, guys. Welcome here to my channel. So, this is the Starman tarot card deck. I'm about to do your June 2021 mid-month tarot card reading. This is the deck I use every mid-month. This deck was inspired by David Bowie, and he collaborated on the artwork. So it's a very powerful deck. So there's a spread I pulled from the companion book for this deck. It's called Starguide, and this is what I do every mid-month for you guys. I think I said that already, but for anybody that is first time on the channel, I like to explain that one. The cards are a little bit different than any other deck you have ever seen, so let's see what happens for you guys. Cancer, you guys have been absolute powerhouses lately. I'm excited to do this reading for you. This is going to be for Cancer in Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And it's a general read, so try and remember that, okay? I do private readings. I only take a few clients because I do work during the day and I do a lot of content for my YouTube channels. So I do have time on the weekend for a few. So you can let me know. Anyway, I'm going to stop babbling. All right, stop flaunting the deck. Let's have a look at your present situation here for you. This is the Princess of Swords. This is a very powerful card for you guys. If you see me looking off into the distance, it's because I see images sometimes. Sometimes a tunnel opens up. Sometimes I see words. So if I'm not looking at y'all, it's because I'm looking at the messages from my spirit guides. So it feels like, I'm going to write this down. It feels like there's some sort of like a booby trap being set up. It feels very like Wile E. Coyote if you've never seen the Roadrunner. It just feels very amateur and inept. It's like somebody's coming back in to sort of mess with you based on a previous version of you that they knew. This is not the person that always taps you for assistance, by the way. I do see a consistent source coming in and asking for help. This is not that person. It could be somebody, maybe you want to say from high school or around that area. I don't know. They want to set you up to look stupid somewhere. If there's somebody that just came back into your life and now you're working with them, or they just integrated into your friend group or something like that, and it feels a little bit like a happy coincidence at first, it's like they want something that you have. So they're going to try and do something stupid to make you look bad, okay? But you're smarter now, you're sharper now, you probably see them coming. I love this radio frequency in this card where you're tuned in, you're dialed into them right away, and you're like, okay, yeah, so what have you got? You know, and you're probably not going to call them on it right away because this new, stronger you is slightly amused, okay? You're like, all right. So for many of you, they could try to steal your romantic partner. I see some of them trying to stoop so low as to put you in some sort of a trap so that they can videotape you kissing somebody else, or it's going to be some really clumsy sort of doctored media that they can show somebody to make you look like not the best person, but you're aware of them already, and they're so caught up in their own story, believing their own whatever they think they're made of, they don't understand that you see them as plain as day, okay? So this is very fascinating, and probably 2 or 3 years ago you would not have noticed this happen, but you guys have been through so much, and the word I'm getting is like a turmoil. This is really interesting. So the card that I pulled for you guys is the Queen of Pentacles as the cause of conflict. If you were too focused on something, achieving something, you might not notice this person. Okay, so here's your hints. It's somebody that came back from your past, either you used to work with them or for them. They were part of your friends group when you were younger, like junior high, high school. See for some of you that you guys used to be part of the cheerleading squad, it was around that type of, you know, that pre-20-year age. You know what I mean? And they fell off for a little while, and now they're coming back. So if you have any sort of hunch about this person, it's time to pay attention to that. Don't just say, well, I'll blow it off and just focus on myself, okay? Because this is a time of like mass evolution and massive steps forward for you. So you do have this sort of fire in your belly right now, Cancer, and it's taking you forward. Okay, and that's always, always, always a good thing, but not when this saboteur comes in, okay? So if you do see that person, you know right away to put your feelers up, you know, put out the ESP, read them, you know what I mean? The body read, the energy read. Just take that moment, take 5 minutes or half an hour and read them and watch them. Don't just say, oh, hey, welcome back or whatever like that, and then move on and just as if nothing happened, because something is about to happen. Something is about to go down here, and they're going to try and make it look like your detriment. So change is needed in order to face that challenge. This is where you really, really, really need to use everything about your brain. Like use your, I'm getting some weird word, like data analyticals, you know, just keep emotion out of it for a little while. I have to shush my dog, hold on. Oh my God, dogs are disgusting. But anyway, so the Ace of Swords. Okay, this is, the swords are using your head. You got to keep your head on straight when this happens. This could also be a potential person that you dated or had a romantic entanglement and they'd like to get back at you. So don't let your emotions get in the way. Don't get too busy to notice that there is an ulterior motive coming in for you guys. Ace of Swords is also the card of victory. It also represents Archangel Michael, so he could be available to help you win this battle. I tried to watch that movie, Michael. Has anybody seen it? With John Travolta, but the soundtrack was so bad I couldn't get through it. And you guys know that I'm all about angels, right? I actually did a whole video series all about angels as well. Oh my God, my dog. Anyway, so your strengths here, guys. This is going to be a twisted one, you know? You're going to have to see through this person like the Roadrunner always saw through the coyote. You know, if you haven't seen it, just maybe quickly YouTube it. It's a super old cartoon, and I can't believe I just said that because I watched it when I was a kid. But anyway, the Three of Swords. This is very powerful because you still feel something. There's a question mark here. I really feel like the rest of the card is kind of meant to be ignored. Your strength card is showing the question mark. Like, what is not right with this picture? Like, something just doesn't add up. You'll probably get that feeling and then be compelled to sort of like squash down and just keep doing you know, oh, that doesn't affect me. I'm just bringing this forward from the past. Everything's okay. It doesn't matter if they showed up, that they have to work with them. They sent me a friend request or whatever. There is something for you guys to question. I saw this really interesting meme that might help you guys out. I just read it last night, and it said, you know, at a certain age, red flags are red flags. But then when you get a little bit wiser, red flags are deal breakers. So you're going to start to see these red flags that we see here in the question, with the question mark. And the Three of Swords is, this could be very painful. And there could be a pain from the past that they're bringing with you that you're trying to ignore, so you can just like move on with your life. And now they're in your proximity, but you can't do anything about it because they're there. For some of you, they could be actually moving into your apartment building, or like in a very close, like unreal, like, what are you doing here, you know? So you got to watch out for the red flags here, you guys, because they are going to try and take you down. All right, so let's see the outcome. This is so nice. So This is basically the King of Cups after everything here that we've seen has been detonated. And he's like, yeah, so what? I came out on top. This guy is totally representing for your sign too. He's a water sign. You guys are a water sign. He kept everything together. He like turned that situation of garbage that somebody's bringing into you. They just basically want to dump off a truckload of garbage on your front yard. But the King of Cups is like, so I'm thank you. I'm going to make myself an empire out of that. Nice try. Maybe I didn't see you coming right away, but I saw you, like my radar went up pretty quick. So you guys are gonna like really win this situation. I feel like I need to clarify the King of Cups. I'll just grab one more card here for you. The Two of Wands. This is very interesting that there's a spaceship here. So this is it's going to pave the way for a new beginning for you. This is actually going to, even though it's not going to look like it's anything that could be very helpful for you, sometimes the thing that is happening is the thing that leads you to the thing. So, and this could really develop your ESP connection, the real deep belief in yourself, and show somebody for who they really are. So this is very interesting for you guys. But it's a bit like a telenovela, okay? Booby trap. Be warned. All right, guys, I'm going to bounce. Okay, bye.